Awesome. We're live already. Hello, everyone. Welcome back. My name is Tosin Opelua. Thank you so much for joining me. Thanks to all those who will be joining the replay. And a big thank you to those who will be able to join live. It's not going to take a lot of time. I'm just using this opportunity to call women who felt they have been called into leading other young girls in our community. And why do we need to consider this? Why do we need to look at a need to mentor other young girls around us? For those of us who have been through one form of abuse or the other as a child, if you look at it very well, if you look at it very well, 80% of the time, if you have someone you're looking up to, if you have someone who is intentionally guiding you, who is intentionally leading you, there's every tendency that you probably won't go through some of those things because it's information that makes the difference. What you know is what makes the difference about how far you will go in life, in career, in so many things. The amount of information available to you will actually determine how far you can go in some things you want to do, be it your career, be it your relationship, be it your parenting skills. Whatever you want to do is going to be really possible for you if you have adequate information, if you have adequate knowledge, and if you translate the information and the knowledge you have, if you really understand them, you can translate them into wisdom, and which will be your guiding principle for life. So if you're able to do this, things would have been different for you. Now, most of the time when some of us go through so many series of challenge, abuse, and all that as a kid, when we grow up, we have every tendency to want to help, to want to guide, to want to lead other young people. And that's why you see many of us in the helping profession. I'm a mental health professional. I lead, I teach, I train, I do a little bit of therapy. I'm a medical social worker. Now, for many, if you've met a lot of people in the helping profession, you will realize that people get into helping profession because they have been through something and they want to make a change, make a shift in that particular arena, in that particular area. And so, because they want to change things, or because we want to change things, we go into those profession that will help us. I think I've told us this story over and over. When I was coming to the United States, before I left, I was into etiquette consulting, customer service training. At some point I was doing vocational training. I just have a flair for a change in people. And what actually moved me towards that was not simply because God gave me the vision to be the repairer of the breach and the restorer of the path to dwell in. Not only because of that, but because I've been into places. There's a particular place in Challenge. I entered the bank. I will not mention the name of the bank. And we were on queue. The queue was very, very long. I mean, very, very long. And guess what? This person was actually talking. She was talking. She never looked at us. She never do as if she sees us, but she kept talking. And I felt so sad. I felt so bad. And I said, how can somebody be behaving this way. So it's bring up the need for change. It bring up the need for transformation in me. I stepped out. I went to another place, very close to the place, is a photo shop. Like they do photo, video, and all that. So I entered that shop again, and they acted the same way. Like, well, it's not our business. What's my problem? What's my business? And that was the way they acted. At that point, I discovered that there's a need for someone to speak about this. There's a need for a change. There's a need for something to just change. So I developed the passion for change. But when I got to the United States, I realized that what people do, how people behave, is not only a function of the fact that they lack etiquette, or they lack manners, or they don't understand customer service. It's not only about that. I realize that people are dealing with mental illnesses, people are dealing with character issue as a result of what they've been through, or as a result of chemistry, chemical thing going on in their brain, neurotransmitter issues, serotonin problem, and all that. Now, I'm not taking mental health lightly. No, I'm not. What I'm saying is that we cannot give what we don't have. So if you are out there and you've been through one form of abuse or the other as a child, or maybe you have not even been through anything, but you really desire that you want to help young girls out there change their life, live a better life, live according to God's purpose for their life, and yourself, you are still struggling with quite a number of things, let me tell you, little by little, it delivered them. You are not going to be 100% perfect, because your perfection is not even by yourself. Your perfection is by the help of the Holy Spirit. So if you really desire to touch lives in this generation, if you really desire to be a blessing to one girl child out there, it could be you just want to pick a child around you, you just want to pick young girls in your church, you just want to pick even people online. You want to do that. You want to minister to young people as a result of what you've been through, but you feel like you are not yet in that space yourself, and you need a support, you want a tribe, then this is an opportunity for you. So I'm inviting you into our tribe, where we can actually help young girls out there as a result of what we've been through, our experiences, our life experiences, our profession. So we can use our experience to help other young girls out there. See, God is counting on you to be a blessing to one child, one girl child out there. Personally, I believe that some things that I went through as a child, I probably won't go through it, because it's amazing that it's easier for young people, no matter how close you think you are to your children, it's easier for them to talk to their friend or their auntie than to talk to their mom. Not in all cases, but it's easier for them. Now, if you have someone who led you, who guide you, you realize you make less mistake as a teenager, as a young person. So I'm inviting you to help a young girl around you. I'm inviting you to help a young woman around you who just got married, who needed help in how to understand a newborn baby, uh, or you want to help a young girl who just got that job, and you've been on that job for a while, and you know that you have the capability to help them, but you really don't know how. You are willing, or maybe you've tried before, or and you realize that they keep hurting you. At the end of the day, they just to reward you with the wrong. You do good to them, they reward you with the wrong thing. Well, you're not alone. A lot of people have been through that because they did not have the required skill. One, two, because themselves they are still hurting, and so they needed to be in a tribe where they can actually be helped themselves so that they can help other people. uh, I have so many coaches, even as a coach. I was speaking to someone today, and I said, look, even as a therapist, I used to have a therapist. I have someone I talk to. I have someone I vent to when I'm going through something. And then much more, we have the Holy Spirit who is always there to lead us. And the beautiful thing, I remember when I wanted to start sharing some of the things I went through as a kid, and I needed a mentor, and I wrote a letter to Joyce Meyer, and she responded. And in her response, she said, "You have the Holy Spirit." She said, follow the leading and the guiding of the Holy Spirit. And that is the best advice that anyone can ever have. But how many of us actually are sitting down to fellowship with the Holy Spirit every time? We have so many distractions, social media. At some point, for like a month, I decided to shut down social media. I just didn't post anything, didn't do anything. I just spent time, being with myself and being with the Holy Spirit. So there are seasons and there are time in everybody's life where we actually need to shut up every other thing so that we can actually be able to open our mouths to help other people out there that God has designed and destined us to help. I hope that helps someone. If you have a question, please feel free to reach out to me. From tomorrow, by God's grace, I'm going to be teaching us about those who needed it. Not everyone, those who needed it, those who feel that they need transformation, those who need that there is something in them that require more knowledge, more than what they have right now, more than their own capability or ability. They feel that they need it to be able to help someone out there. So if you think that's you, then you can join the link. I put the link right there in the description. I hope the description will be able to get to everywhere because I'm streaming on Facebook, on YouTube. Um, so if you are able to see it, just let me know. Or when I'm done, I'm gonna go check to see if the link is there. So if that sounds like you, if that sounds like what you want, if that sounds like you want to be of service in your generation, you feel God is counting on you, you feel God is calling you to make a change in our generation, then click that link and join the group. And I'm going to come here for the next 40 days and I'm going to be throwing out some transformation challenge to us. When our life change, it does not only affect us, it affects generations upon generation. And God is counting on us to create a ripple effect. When you are helped, you help someone else, then someone else helps someone else. And so by so doing, we are all happy, we are all touching lives. We are all building the kingdom. We are all changing our world for good. I hope that helps somebody. Thank you so much for joining me. People on the Facebook, people on YouTube. I want to say thank you so much. And I'll see you tomorrow. Till I come your way again, keep becoming a better you because things work when we work it. Bye for now.